Welcome to the Kingwood Historic District. I'm going to start this little tour with the City of Kingwood Municipal Building, the Civic Center. The City of Kingwood holds its city council meetings in this building through the door on the left towards the back. Meetings take place on the second and the fourth Tuesday of each month. You can watch them live or catch the replay on the City of Kingwood's Facebook page to stay informed about current agendas, upcoming plans, and the goals for shaping the future of the city. On the street lamps around town and in the Civic Center parking lot, you'll find military flags and flowers. This is a drive-up window that you can pay your water bill. This section of the building, they hold roller skating and lots of events. This is the old A&P building, then the Magistrate building, then On the Go. They had the best hot dogs, milkshakes, and cookies. Now it has apartments above, and below is Sew Inc. and Lift Hard Strength Club. This is Kingwood's Mon Power building. This is where my dad worked for many, many years and retired from. Over here is the beginning of the Rails to Trails. This is the line shop yard where they store the poles and used to park many of the pickups. The garage, the maintenance part of Mon Power. Kingwood Service Center for Mon Power. This is the West Virginia Northern Rail Trail. They're still working on it, but there's a good bit of it done. Lots of miles you can walk. They've supplied some benches along the way too. Here's a piece of the rail still left. Used to go up to the Civic Center. Here's where they do the weightlifting, the heavy weightlifting. This side's the office part of Mon Power. Civic Center. This is the back side of Mon Power. Dad always used to refer to it as the line shop. There's a little alleyway or path that goes from the Civic Center to the pool. Sometimes it can be roped off. Today it's open. Do you remember when there used to be a lot of playground equipment? We're going to go check and see if there's any left. Where the tables used to be under the pavilion is now fenced off and only accessible through the pool if you're going swimming. Here's a look at the ball field, which stands quiet. Everything's quiet this morning. It's Saturday morning. The basketball court, which is a very popular place that everybody comes to play basketball. You can see down over the hill from the basketball court is the Civic Center and the old A&P building that we just came from, and the Mon Power line shop. This part's been fenced off. You could go around it that way, and there is a gate inside of the basketball fence, but there's no playground equipment like there used to be. This is where you played on the playground equipment as the ball games went on. Next door, past the basketball court, you see the Buckwheat Festival field. There's a quiet Kingwood pool because it's before hours. It's not open yet. Kingwood Municipal Parks, the Kingwood pool. They've added a splash pad and it connects with the pavilion. They've also added a water slide, which is very popular. They have a new mural painted on the side of the wall of the pool. It's pretty nice. Look at that. I found a penny. It's been there for a long time. This is where you enter the pool through the doors. On the left side of the building is Mon Health Press Memorial Hospital Aquatic Therapy and Fitness. The back side of the pool has a tennis court. Here's the rules for the tennis court. Tennis playing only. Positively no bicycles, roller skates, rollerblades, skateboards, basketballs, baseballs, or bats. You enter through this gate. There are nets for 3. The fourth one doesn't have a net. You can see the pool from the tennis court. I found an old slide that used to be at the playground. Found some bugs too. And what looks like to be the remnants of a teeter-totter. Beside the tennis court used to be where Preston Memorial Hospital was until it was torn down. It has now been replaced with a parking lot. Parking lot will come in handy during Buckwheat Festival. The tennis court, playing nets. Tennis courts with the backside of the pool. We've made it to the ballpark, the ball field. Stands for spectators, concession stand, the dugout, the place they play ball, the Kingwood Public Pool and Park, the pool hours. Walking from the pool up Price Street. You can play hopscotch and games on the sidewalk. Banners on each light post as you go up. This is the upper ball field. There is a lower one on the next street down. We're not walking there today though. You can see the pool behind it. And there's the Civic Center behind that. This is now the Kingwood Funeral Home and Crematory. Used to be Kiger's, Rotrek and Lob, and now Kingwood Funeral Home. Beside the Kingwood Funeral Home is the elementary school. This is the elementary school, Kingwood Elementary. This is where the buses come in and out, bringing children and taking children home. On this end of the school is the gym. During Buckwheat Festival, they show the exhibits that the children have made beside the Buckwheat Festival field. This is where the students enter the doors. There's playground. This is where the children can come play. And we found a picnic table, a bike rack, some more play equipment. This is the old Kingwood High School football field. Above, between myself and the building, used to be the bleachers. They've been torn down, but they haven't been replaced. I'm not sure if they are. The old goalposts. There is the announcer's booth. Close up of the announcer's booth. Swing set on the Kingwood Elementary playground. This is the back side of the building. Air conditioners running, hard to hear. Straight ahead is the original building. The old high school and buildings. The backside, slide and a rock climbing wall. Across the street is the food booth they use for the Buckwheat Festival. This is the gate to the old football field. This is the ticket booth where you buy the tickets for the Buckwheat Festival food. And this is where you spend them. There's different sections serve different types of food, like pizza, hot dogs, hamburgers. There's a French fry corner too. You can come here and stand and eat your food. On this side is the information booth. This side is where they make the announcements. This side is where they sell tickets. Now it's for money. It used to be for a car. There was a platform here where they'd park the car and you got to view it. That was something. The money's not bad either. I think it's $10,000 that you buy tickets for. This is part of the Buckwheat Festival field, the fireman's grounds. You can see way on the other end is the pool. And over here is the school. This is the entrance that everybody would come to watch Friday night football. Buckwheat Festival has had the West Virginia University band several different times, and they played on this field. Up this little hill used to be the home ec building and the shop, several other places. Up above is the backside of the gym of the school, the old high school, and the auditorium. Gym is on the bottom, auditorium on the top. Remember the old wall? This is the old Kingwood Wholesale building, the back entrance. Pretty sure it went up to the auditorium. And up there's the auditorium windows on this side of the roadside. I think this is the door that goes to the gym. It's on the backside corner by Kingwood Wholesale. The other day I was walking, looked up and found my dad's banner. Here's where his banner is, beside the old Kingwood Wholesale. Downtown. This is the Price Street side of the Kingwood High School. This is the Westbrook's Auto. Used to be a lot of big, huge signs displayed. Then someone started stealing them. They're not displayed anymore. Signage in front of Westbrook's Esso. This is all located on Price Street and High Street in Kingwood. This is like one of those roadside attractions if you know about it if you visit Kingwood. You'll have to travel a couple streets over. It's well worth it. It's Westbrook's Esso. Nice display. People take their pictures here too. Across the street is the Kingwood High School. In the spring the trees bloom and it's really beautiful. Wonder how many students have traveled up these stairs. Bet a lot. Nestled on this little hill is the old high school. Lots of memories there. It stands very quiet. Kingwood High School. They were the Stags. Still looking good. Here's the side of the school. It has a little rampway. Up above is the band classroom. The white building used to be where the band was. This building was being redone. Looks amazing. I don't think they've completed it though. This was, I think, the annex building. Typing classes used to be held there. View of the school from the alley. It's privately owned, so I'm not going any further. On the street, with Westbrook's Esso, you have the Wesley Community Center and the Wesley Church further down High Street. We're going down Price Street a little more. This is the other end of Price Street. building has been converted into apartments. Businesses were far and few between. So what a great idea. It has life again. Sally Ann's Dance Company. It's busy downtown when dance classes are in session. Hard to find parking spaces then. Found a Gypsy Soul license plate. On this side of the street we have the Price Street Barber Shop. And the little barber wheel is going round and round. See it? That's cool. Wonder if that means they're open. Bruce Wiley's flag. Across the street we have Pockets of Time, which is a vintage and collectible store. It's open. We'll shop with antiques in it. Has a phone number to call if you want something. Brown Building, 1889. Across the street on the hill is the Courthouse. Salvation Army in that part where the old hardware store used to be. Then you have tattoos and the old brouhaha, which stands empty. Apartments above. This building holds the Preston County Community Action. There's apartments above too. Wishing Well. The Swab Building, which has caused a lot of controversy. Empty Wishing Well. Remember the block wall where everybody used to hang out? Doesn't anymore. They have benches if you like to sit. On the lawn of the courthouse you have the old cannon and the soldiers and sailors statue. Way up there. They installed push button to cross street when they put the new street signs in recently. Let's try it. Across the road is the old historic building, and I'm waiting for the hand to say, well, it says stop now. I hear it click. We're gonna get to walk. There it goes. We get to walk. This is the old historic bank, now a lawyer office. The steps of the lawyer office with pretty flowers. Every year she plants the most beautiful flowers. In the door, it's etched bank. Down below at the McGrew House, they're having a farmer's market today. The farmer's market. Farmer's market is on Main Street in Kingwood. Held Saturday from 9 to 11. It's held at the McGrew House. Parking, go to the right here. We have some vendors. Across from the lawyer's building, the old historic bank, is the courthouse. Using the crosswalk again. This is the annex building across the street from the lawyer's office and across from the courthouse. The doors to the courthouse annex. This used to be the old bank, the old Albright Bank. Old West Banco. The Albright National Bank of Kingwood. This is the depository. Not used anymore. Kingwood Courthouse. Used to be the old Journal building. Now it's a security firm. Preston County Sheriff, and the traffic's picking up and it's getting hot out. This was the old Preston County Journal. It's now the Silver Eagle Private Investigation and Security Guard Service. This is the Preston County Inn. This is the mayor's building, the mayor's business. Across the street from the inn used to be Naylor's Hardware. Now it's storage units. And a business to the right has been going to be a coffee shop. It's been in the works for the last couple of years. Preston County Inn. On the corner of Jackson Street and Main Street, you have a building for sale. It's recently been a lawyer's office. It's a very old building in Kingwood. It's for sale. You can buy it. To the left is the Civic Center. We're going that way. It's starting to get really hot, so we're going back to the Civic Center. Here's the coffee shop. Someday, maybe. Up this way is Circle K, McDonald's, the library, several other places. We'll tour some other day. This is the beginning of Tunnelton Street. It goes all the way to the Civic Center, and I don't know how far past that. Apartments along Tunnelton Street, nice ones. Down this way is Court Street. We were down there for the Pockets of Time. You can see the building. Heading on down Tunnelton Street, you have the Garden Apartment buildings, which used to have a dentist office in, but they've moved to another location. You have the Valley Mental Health in this building now. And the Beauty Barn. Across the street used to be the Dodge Garage. Now it's a private business that holds classic cars. There's some classic cars in the parking lot. Used to be a garage. Classic used cars. Down below it, used to be called Down Home Diner. I can't see what the sign says its new name is, but it's a diner that a lot of people go to eat at. Houses along Brown Avenue. They have a good view for when the Buckwheat Festival comes. The community building that serves many buckwheat cakes during Buckwheat Festival. Sign that's been recently put up. explains the buckwheat cakes, popularized in 1938 by Preston County farmers who grew the crop buckwheat. It was milled into flour and made into thin cakes and served with syrup. There's a road that goes down to the back side of the community building. 1948, constructed by S.M. Bundorf. Milling stones. The buckwheat room. A bench. There's bronze plaques. First 25 years of Preston County. Second 25 years of Preston County Buckwheat Festival held the last Thursday in September. We have some milling stones in the wall. These milling stones are from the Fairfax Mill located near Reedsville, West Virginia in the 1800s, remaining in the family until given to the Kingwood Volunteer Fire Department in 1978 by the Fairfax family. They're back behind the bench. This brings us to the Buckwheat Festival field, which is being mowed. Nice gravel parking lot. Remember when it was dirt? And when it would rain, it would turn to mud? But everybody still came. It didn't stop them. This is where the fire trucks live. Buckwheat Festival, they move the fire trucks to another location, and it's filled with vendors. Craftsmen. These buildings hold crafts and exhibits. Sometimes the 4-H crafts and exhibits, and others. They're the buildings that have the cows, sheep, goats, and pigs. Since they're mowing, I'm not going into the front of them. They're busy. During festival, this is a very busy area where they have the cows out, washing them along the little stations. Hoses along here to wash them. Pretty active during festival. More buildings for the animals. And we're almost back to the Civic Center, which is going to conclude today's video. Thanks for watching. I've had a fun walk. I hope you enjoyed the video. Behind me is the City of Kingwood's police station. They're in this corner. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Jill Garbart Studios, thank you. Thanks for spending the time with me. You have just watched a Jill Garbart Studio video. Don't forget to subscribe.